But it's time now to get the rest of the sports news with Ieuan Ivett.
Thank you very much, Dave, and fingers crossed for some more overs in South Wales with the weather permitting today. Here is the sports roundup, and beginning with the football, the Premier League fixtures are out for the new upcoming 2019 season. BBC's senior football reporter Ian Dennis has all of the details.
Last season champions Manchester City and Liverpool accumulated 195 points between them. Liverpool were only defeated once during the campaign, but were edged out in an epic tussle for the title that went to the final day. So as Manchester City seek a third successive Premier League crown, the two dates could be pivotal, so will be pinpointed for TV. As a result, around November the 9th, the pair will meet at Anfield. It'll be early April for the return at the Etihad. Remember, the new season begins on Friday the 9th of August, with Liverpool at home to Norwich City. Manchester City travel to West Ham for a Saturday lunchtime kick-off on the 10th. Of course, the two will contest the Community Shield the previous weekend in the annual curtain raiser.
Meanwhile, the joint administrators for the troubled Bolton Wanderers have announced that they have received a suitable offer for the club. The identity of a prospective buyer has not yet been revealed, but they have proved that they have significant funding available to rescue the ailing League One side. And West Bromwich Albion have appointed Slaven Bilic as their new head coach on a 2-year contract. The Croatian has not managed in England since being dismissed by West Ham in 2017. He succeeds Darren Moore, who was sacked in March with Albion 4th in the Championship table. And Southampton have made their first signing of the summer, with Moussa Djenepo joining from Standard Liège. The 20-year-old winger has joined the Saints on a 4-year deal for a fee that could rise to £15 million. Cycling now, and race director Christian Prudhomme says next month's Tour de France won't be the same without 4-time winner Chris Froome. Surgery has gone well for the Team Ineos rider's multiple fractures, but he remains in intensive care in Saint-Etienne. Froome broke ribs, his elbow, and fractured a femur in a training ride crash at the Critérium Dauphiné yesterday. And in boxing, the undisputed lightweight boxing champion Katie Taylor has told 5 Live a rematch with Belgium's Delphine Persoon is inevitable. Taylor secured all of the division belts in a points win a fortnight ago, but there are many people that feel the judges gave the wrong decision.
The rematch is inevitable, and it was a very, very close fight. It could have went either way, but I thought I did enough in the earlier rounds to actually nip the fight, and that's exactly how the judges seen it as well. But it was a very, very close fight, and the rematch is going to be on the cards quite soon, and I really do look forward to that rematch as well.
Golf, and a buoyant Rory McIlroy has targeted a flying start to today's US Open as he tries to create history by ending his major drought at Pebble Beach. Victories in the Bridgestone Invitational and US PGA Championship in 2014 make McIlroy the last player to win a PGA Tour event immediately before winning a major, but no player has ever followed a Tour victory with another US Open. And Ferrari have announced that they won't be appealing Sebastian Vettel's 5-second penalty that cost him victory in Sunday's Canadian Grand Prix. Vettel crossed the line first but was demoted behind Lewis Hamilton for a dangerous manoeuvre during the race. And some sad news coming from the world of badminton, as former world number 1 Lee Chong-wei has retired from badminton after struggling to return to full fitness following a nose cancer diagnosis last year. The 3-time Olympic silver medalist returned to training in January, but opted to retire on doctor's advice. A tearful Lee admitted it was a very hard decision for him to make because he really loves the sport, but the Malaysian said he tried his very best but his health was his priority. And finally in cricket, fans have endured more frustration today as the India and New Zealand World Cup match was abandoned without a ball being bowled. Both teams were hoping to extend their 100% winning record in the competition, but regular showers and a wet outfield at Trent Bridge prevented any play. The abandonment is now the 4th of this World Cup. The previous highest number for the abandoned games in a World Cup was 2 in 1992 and 2003. And that's it for your sports roundup. Now back to Dave Fletcher in South Wales.
Derbyshire Cricket with Dave Fletcher on BBC Radio Derby.
Thank you, Ieuan, for the sports news. This is Dave Fletcher at St Helens.